IRS, it is.
But y'all haven't lost them that long.
We haven't. There are losing days, but no losing months.
Now this all sounds great, and according to leaked texts from Mike's assistant, we find out that these investment accounts people are putting in look identical to the ones on Trader's Domain. So it doesn't take a genius to figure out Mike Sims is putting some people's money into Trader's Domain, and it looks like he's claiming it's his hedge fund. But how could that be if Holton Bug says it's his trading bots? And still yet another sponsor for Trader's Domain, called Goldbridge, said they were following a master trader. This is Goldbridge.
We've said that our protocol mirrors the results of a master trader. And to this day, we haven't had a red day. This is real stuff. We're not using new capital, to pay off the old investors. Like there's no Ponzi.
Ah, yes. Nothing says it's not a Ponzi scheme like saying, hey guys, this is not a Ponzi scheme. Now, of course, I went ahead and put everyone on the board here, but the more people I talked to, just the more confusing it got. Like, who's running this thing? And what is it? Is Trader's Domain a hedge fund? Is it Forex? Is it a bot? What's going on? Seems like not even the investors know.
He said like it's a bot that they're using to trade gold.
Very credible Wall Street trader, done this for a long time, an experienced trader who had built a large network, made a lot of money for people that I knew and personally trusted.
It really feels like the more sponsors that I find, the more confusing it's getting. And the details, even when they seem to line up, always slightly varied. For example, if you put in your money with Alex Santi of Centurion Capital, they said they were going to use an expert advisor trading bot, which might sound similar to Algo Capital, another sponsor, who said they were using a trading bot as well, but with a twist.
I thought, basically they described it as a bot that was configured with settings. They had it down where they would win like almost all the time. And there was a master trader overseeing the bots.
So this time there's another master trader involved. I mean, trying to find the truth feels like I'm trying to grab smoke or something. Every time I thought I understood what was going on, I'd hear a new story. I even found one about NFTs. They said they were investing in NFTs, but really the money was just getting siphoned off to Trader's Domain. And part of the reason I'm going through all these examples with you is to show you the absolute insanity of this. Everybody's feeding money into the same place, all under different reasons with different stories. But they did have one thing in common. You see, everybody was making lots of money and getting very rich with Trader's Domain, at least at first.
And I meet dozens of people, all of whom have been in this platform for over a year, all of whom are saying that they pulled out more than their principal. Those people have unbelievable stories of like, yeah, I've made this much money. I've done this much, I've pulled this out. And not just stories, but like, hey, yeah, here's my bank account. I got a wire 2 months ago.
So my brother started with 10 grand. And with that 10 grand, it took him, bro, he's made way over $100,000. But bro, all the way up till that last October, he's been able to cash out. No problem, and he's quadrupled, made so much of it, made profit.
And this is the reason people were throwing their money into Trader's Domain. They saw their friends and family getting paid out legitimately. But like all good things, that came to an end. Over time, payments started to get delayed and people started noticing something odd.
The only time he noticed that it started slowing down was in October, where they started telling about the 20 days, but it took them more than 20 days.
And so what ends up happening is one day we were looking at our phones and all of a sudden we're losing. And we're not just losing a little bit, our accounts are on drawdown like 50%. And then Pace calls me, he's like, this is where the rug gets pulled out from underneath us, man. I felt like something was wrong, and I feel like this is where the rug's gonna get pulled out from underneath us. It felt like that day I was feeling sick. I'm like, man, damn it, we got scammed. And then all of a sudden, everything magically got erased. And they said, oh, the servers refreshed. We had to refresh the servers. Like that somehow changed all the trades.
They said, no, it's the aggregator, the way the aggregator communicates from the platform to MetaTrader 5. The data gets scrambled and then it gets screwed up for the whole day. And then by the end of the day, I actually made money.
He just changed the trades. He just changed the exit, dollar amount that he took on that trade.
Now, this was alarming. Trades can't change after the fact. Losses don't just magically become profits. That's impossible. And people were confused. Why were their withdrawals getting delayed if they were still making money? And that's when people started to panic withdraw. They wanted their money out. And this is when things went from bad to worse, because payments stopped coming altogether. And the CFTC issued a red list for Trader's Domain for, quote, accepting funds from U.S. customers, which, as we said, is illegal. And a few months later, as I'm investigating this, an official investigation is announced as well. Quote, CFTC charges several people and companies in an $145 million Ponzi scheme. And in that report, they name somebody we know, Tin Tran, the owner of CCAP Holdings. According to this document, Tin Tran, quote, operated a fraudulent scheme from approximately April 2020 to the present. He directly accepted at least $144 million from approximately 913 pool participants. Not only that, we also see another familiar face, Mike Sims, or Michael Shannon Sims, who is also mentioned as one of the promoters. So I guess at this point, you're probably wondering, well, hey, look, I guess they caught him, right? Case closed. And that's what I thought too. But just as I was ready to give this whole case up, I started to hear a different name that changed everything.
Something happened in November or October, and people just stopped getting money back.
Nobody's communicating with us. Nothing's happening. Everybody that's involved keeps telling us that we're ungrateful and that we're asking too many questions. And I told Jamil in like first week of January, I said, we got scammed, man. These guys must be running a Ponzi scheme or something's going on.
I started doing my own research about what the company is, who the owner behind it, team behind it, the audit team behind it. And that's when I find out there's this one guy named Ted who's making all the trades and he's running this Ponzi scheme.
We now learn of this savant that is the man behind Trader's Domain. And so this is the first time I ever hear the name Ted Safranco. And I'm like, who the freak is Ted? Who's Ted?
CoffeeZilla. I don't think he's ever dealt with someone my size before. And nobody knows anything about his family because they don't have the resources I have.
It took me weeks to go through all the documents, but eventually a pattern started to emerge.
Hi everyone, my name is Ted. I've been working for many years now, almost 15 years. I wanted to have a lifestyle change. I wanted to get into something different.
I mean, this is sociopathic behavior, right? This is what a real sociopath does.
Give me a break. I'd take a flight to the UK right now and just show up and curb stomp their heads. I win because they're dead.
I really want to see this video. Why Twitch won't exist in 7 years. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Twitch has been on a steady decline for the past 2 years, and they have no idea how to fix it. They are potentially losing hundreds of millions of dollars per year.
I want to go ahead and add some context to this. So there's actually a very easy way that you can tell and check to see if this is an actual accurate graph. And he's correct, but the graph is displayed in a way that's untrue. So if you actually look at this is the overall viewership of Twitch, and this is Twitch viewership as a whole across the entire platform. You can see obviously there's the COVID jump right there, and Twitch viewership has gone down slightly, but it is nothing like the graph that is displayed right here. It's just simply not true. This is revenue, actually. To be fair, it's revenue. Never mind. I thought he was talking about viewership.
And they have no idea how to fix it. They are potentially losing hundreds of millions of dollars per year, laying off hundreds of employees, banning some of their most important creators, implementing useless features.
I still can't believe that Gideon is still banned. That's the weird one to me. Like, I can see why they banned Kai. I can see why they banned, like, Bruce. But like, how the fuck did Jitty? What the fuck? Like Aiden, like that's why they banned Aiden. Like, but Jitty, what the fuck we talk about?
And are constantly proving how little they know or care about the live streaming community.
Yeah.
Twitch has been the biggest live streaming platform for the better part of a decade, but there is some competition on the horizon. Although it wouldn't take much for YouTube to put Twitch out of their misery, it's very likely that their collapse will come from their own self-sabotage. First and foremost, Twitch's financial stability is confusing, and although they reported $2.8 billion in revenue in 2022, it's unclear how much of that, if any, was profit. However, there are a lot of implications that suggest the company is struggling to be in the green. Twitch's 4 ways of making money are through subscribers, who pay $5 a month to get an ad-free experience, as well as other small benefits. In-app purchases.
This is something I heard from a person who doesn't work at the company anymore, but based off of transaction and processing fees, Twitch basically makes no money on subscribers at 70%, and that's why they were moving it down to 50%. Take that with a massive grain of salt. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's just what I heard.
Purchases, which include bits, a digital currency that users can purchase to donate to streamers, partnerships with brands and sponsors, and of course the number one, advertising. We don't know how many total paid subscribers there are on Twitch. I did find this metric from Stream Hatchet that says in April of 2021, Twitch had
any sort of social media or video platform that is showing a graph that ends in 2021, the reason for that is that 2021 was still during COVID. And every platform was massively growing in 2021. Like, it's not really fair.
8.7 million subscribers, where 43% of them were Amazon Prime subs. A Prime subscriber is someone who gets an ad-free experience for $0 since they already have an Amazon Prime membership, because Amazon owns Twitch. Therefore, Twitch doesn't make any money on that sub. In fact, you could argue they're losing money since viewers are paying $0 and not getting ads, and Twitch has to pay creators $1 and some change for that Prime sub. Anyways, this graph indicates that in the month of April, Twitch had 4.7 million paid subscribers, times $5, which is $23.5 million, times 12 months average, which would be about $282 million in sub revenue in 2021. But Twitch on average receives between 30 and 50% of that money, because for affiliate streamers, Twitch takes 50%, or $2.50 of the $5 subscriber price, and for partners, they take 30%, or $1.50 of the $5.
Many people no longer have the 70% split.
So if we favor the high end of 50%, that would equal $141 million in subscriber revenue that goes to Twitch. But if Stream Hatchet's estimation of Twitch only having 4.7 million paid subscribers per month is wrong, and they actually have around 10 to 20 million paid subscribers per month, that would bring Twitch's cut between $300 and $600 million per year. Some people argue that Twitch taking a 50% cut of sub revenue is just an act of greed, because most of their money comes from advertising. Now, $141 to $600 million is nothing to scoff at, but compared to $2.8 billion, I can see why people make the claims. However, it seems like Twitch needs this money to keep their business from failing.
Twitch suffers biggest viewership drop in years in November 2022, but why? I mean, in years, like, is this in years since 2019? So basically since COVID started? I mean, like, I don't really find this to be incredibly surprising. The truth is that everybody can say because of ads, and I think that that does have a factor, but the truth is that the viewership has gone down a bit, yeah, but it's not this massive decline. And this is the graph. And again, this is a third-party website, so it's not guaranteed. But this is the way that people are consuming content, right? It's because of COVID. Yeah, I don't know if this really is because everybody says it's because of the ads, but I don't really think that there's enough evidence to prove that it's because of the ads. I actually don't think so.
Failing. According to a blog post in November 2022, where Twitch president Dan Clancy, who is now the CEO, announced that creators who make over $100,000 in sub revenue will no longer get their 70-30 split. It will go down to 50-50, and over time, all creators will split the sub revenue 50-50 with Twitch. Why? Well, because it's too expensive.
Money? What do you mean why? It's because of money.
To run Twitch. Delivering high definition, low latency, always available live.
New disciples. You've come at an auspicious time. Lilith recently graced us with her presence. she was here. Oh, it was magnificent. But do not worry. Perhaps Master Elias will give you a glimpse of her through the sightless eye. If he deems you worthy. Go inside.
This is worse than I thought. Elias has the sightless eye. It's ancient magic. He can see anywhere with it. Across time, even.
Our flock has grown.
Raise your heads high, champions of Lilith! Never again!
Bless me with your power, and whatever you ask of me, it will be done. Go forth and stand in judgment before, but show no fear.
Don't worry. We won't.
Blessed Mother, I will not fail you again. The maiden will walk this world.
Elias.
I knew you would come, Laura.
Been spying on us with the sightless eye, have you?
You think I would waste such magic on you? You're still just as narrow-minded as I will put you out of your...
This is over. We should find the sightless eye while we still have time. We can't leave it with these fanatics.
Hold on. I see something.
Mephisto, Diablo, Baal. The ruination of Sanctuary is imminent, and yet you doubt.
Only zealots and fools are completely certain, Mother. If we are to be saved, it will be by your hand.
I have not come to save, but to empower. In my shadow, the strong will oppose the might of hell itself. Let the weak fend for themselves.
Andaria lives. The Horadrim die.
Whatever the cost.
Whatever the cost.
I had another vision. Lilith thinks the prime evils will destroy Sanctuary, and she's empowering people to stand against them.
That's why she and Elias are gathering followers. They're building a bloody army.
Yes, Laura. The Lords of Hell threaten our existence, and we are doing something about it.
Elias, how are you still alive?
You will never
bashing our heads against him like this. He'll wear us down. We need to escape, but not without the sightless eye. If we can take it, that'll rob him of some power at least.
It is too late to stop what Lilith has begun. You can do better than this, can't you?
it is. The Sightless Eye. Mashif can help us get the artifact far from this place. Put pressure here. We need to stop the bleeding.
No. Hey, you made it. Did you kill that sorcerer fellow?
Don't talk. The storm was broken. We'll get you out of here.
Oh, it's a shame. I got mine. Just a hair too late. Sneaky devil poked me in the back. Skewered like a quill rat. So it goes. Dear God.
Aye. So it goes. They'll be coming. I'm taking...
Did you kill him?
More than once, in fact. Trouble is, he won't stay dead.
He is more powerful.
So did I. But we took something important from him, at least.
A powerful...
And dangerous. Perhaps we can use it to... The prime evils were reforming. Hell was coming. If you want to take the measure of someone, you judge them by the Elias, priest of saving the world, while standing atop a mountain of corpses. Then there was the Wanderer. Must have been gruesome, that cult of his.
No more gruesome than the rest of Sanctuary's underbelly. I can shut out...
Better we need answers. Elias used the Sightless Eye to contact Lilith. Perhaps it can help us. Bring it here with you. It's risky, but we haven't got a choice. When you're ready, picture Lilith in your mind and gaze into the eye.
My father's essence is reforming.
How do you know?
I feel it. still weak, vulnerable. I must strike before he can resist.
Make his power yours. The other lords will.
What happened?
She saw me.
She knows we're looking for her. Only a matter of time before she comes after us.
Not necessarily.
What do you mean?
Mephisto is reforming. And Lilith aims to take his power while he is still weak.
So, that's what you've been preparing for. All right, old man. Think. Think! If she takes Mephisto's power, she'll become like a prime evil herself. She'll be able to conquer hell and sanctuary alike. I have an idea how to stop her. But for it to work, we'll need the help of an old ally. Deliver this message to Dolan. He'll have gone to Kyovashad for guidance.
After everything brushed aside. Good news for once, I hope.
It's from Laurel.
What?
What does it say?
He didn't tell you?
No, of course not.
It's written in our code. He sent a plan. Though calling it that is generous.
Can it work?
Certainly not.
Laura thinks that expert.
Then he is even more foolish. Hold on. Did Lorath offer you his horse for the journey? No, wait. What am I thinking? Of course not. I'm old friends with the stable master in town. Tell him I sent you, and he'll offer you a steed.
Donan. Not like take one of my... Light shine on you.
cannot do that here.
Haven't even gone in yet.
It's not like that.
You brought a child.
It was she who brought me, actually.
Watch where you swing that staff. It's not a toy.
Who is he?
He once lived in this vault. The one you're trespassing in. Explain yourself.
I'm a student, conducting research on the Haraj Rim. What's left of you all, anyway?
A student, huh? You have a teacher? Don't tell me Lorath has taken another apprentice.
I don't need a teacher to study. Lilith threatens Sanctuary as we speak.
I used to be like that girl. Had more dreams than I knew what to do with. Let me unseal this. The stone will need to be attuned to Lilith before Lorath marches up to her. It won't hold her well. I put together some notes on the process before I left. First things first, Lorath will need my notes. Soulstone magic is treacherous, even in the